Hey guys, it's Kyle. I'm back for another video on what it's like having solar panels in Michigan. And this month we just got our February data in, going over the March bill, which once again is February activity. And excited because it was an extremely sunny February out here in West Michigan. And yes, couldn't have asked for a better month. Honestly, very surprised. So yeah, we'll jump into the details now. So we'll start where we always do with columns A and B here, which the energy delivered from the sun to the solar panels to our house. So this is the date range of our exact bill, and it's 131 to 228, and the total is 219 kilowatt hours. So if you can remember, January I think was only 20 kilowatt hours, and then if you even look at December, November, October, you know, this month beat every single one of those months, which is pretty crazy. So very happy with that, and it shows on our electric bill as well. You can see it was $36. It's obviously not as great as the summer months, just due to the fact that when you're generating all this activity, all the solar kilowatt hours, you're only getting it at the 0.095 cents, so basically 10 cents per kilowatt hour. In the summer, you're getting around 16 cents, so it is a little bit better, but of course you're only being charged less, so it's kind of a win-win or a lose-lose, however you want to look at it. So yeah, it was great, super sunny, and I do have, so like I said last month, there's this GR Sun data, which this is the source here. It's weather.gov/GRR/solar data, and it gives all the solar information, basically how sunny it was in my area every month. Unfortunately, as of this date, they've not released what percent sun it was, and you can see in January it was only 8%, which is extremely low. Average is about 26%. Average for February is 37%, and we don't have that number. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be around at least 60% or higher, just because of how much solar data we got. So go back to where we normally go. I'll zoom in a little bit here just to make it easier if it lets me. So we'll just look at the bill here and just talk about the self-generated outflow. So obviously we had 219 kilowatt hours that were generated this month, but as far as what we sold back to consumers, it was only 129. So that leaves about 90 that we actually used while we were producing. So we ended up with a credit of $12.66. And then we go to our electric charges section here. We were charged 226 kilowatt hours, so only totals to be about $21.55. And then when you add in the system access distribution charges, there's another $22. So we end up with a total bill of $36. And honestly, that's like really good. It should, with solar panels, you know, we're probably going to always have a small bill, you know, around $40 a month. Ideally, you know, get it down to 35 like this month, that'd be awesome, but we'll probably always have a small bill just because of this distribution system access section. So that's just worth noting. And here's just kind of showing the flow chart of the kilowatt hours. You can see we got, you know, solar was put into place right around this July timeframe. So, you know, obviously you can see it drops down significantly with having the solar panels here, and these should look a lot better coming into this May, June, just because we'll have solar panels at that time. So very excited for that. As a comparison to last year at this time, before we had solar panels, our bill was $66.99. Just call it 67. So this time it was 36. So you can see the definite savings that occur just between having panels and not. So the last really important thing is just going through the numbers of how we're doing financially with it all. And you know, if you look at the Enphase data, like I said, we generated 219 kilowatt hours. The self-generated section, meaning the amount we sold back, was 129. So like I already said, the total used while producing was about 90 kilowatt hours, and we were charged for 226, so that's how much we actually drew from the grid from consumers. So if we add in that total used while producing, it gives us what our bill actually would have been, which is 316 kilowatt hours. Ends up being about $64, which is, right in line with what it was last year. So, looking at our current bill, since it was only 36, you can see that we really did save about $28 just by having the panels. But that really only applies if you don't have a loan on the panels. So we did end up financing it, and it is a high interest rate. We're slowly paying it off here, so we're trying to get that down. But when you add in that payment of $86 a month that we ended up paying an extra $58 this month to have solar panels. So it isn't, the first, 10 years aren't going to be ideal. You're not going to necessarily be saving money, but once you get past that, you really do start, that's when you start making money, and more than what you would have if you didn't have the panels. So still very happy with them. It was a great February. I'll share what that solar data was regards to how much sun we got in February once we get it. Might not be till next month. But yeah, so overall great month and very happy with it. So feel free, as always, if you have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, thanks for listening.